I went down my friend list, honey. Let me see.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
I fumbled the first play. You watching your video?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Check 50, check 50.
Now it's Breida. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No, it's the depth chart once it's set. You know, you're like y'all.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Mostert breaks free again. And some room to maneuver. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved?
Run,
See on the
Barbara.
left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6.
Check.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Coming to you. Go. 13, spell.
They'll try and throw for it here. Going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Check out, kill. Check 52. Six guy, check 6 guy. Hey, check 24, check 24.
This is Mostert. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Mostert, and this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
These two teams all tied after one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
12. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 3.
Good points and speed network issues.
I got them.
Good points and speed network issues.
Mike 40. I'm going to come back to you.
On my side, I say yes.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. Hey, that's scared.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's Falk out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Falk. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, dude.
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On first down, here's Breida. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And this is caught at the 8. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Falk escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Falk. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Breida. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gould with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And now running right through him. A big run there by Johnson. 73 yards. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. On the carry, it's Button. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This is fun.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
21.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Check safety, check safety. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check 43.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This is Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them 1 closer. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 49, check 49, check 49. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check, crunch.
Now Mostert. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. Yeah, pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Here we go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, turn it up. He's coming.
Clock.
Wilson going to try the right side. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Check. Fresno.
One, Omaha.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Mike 40. Man, I got you.
White.
Slam.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's get it. That's where you belong.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis ball. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Right there.
Here's Falk. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
21.
Tight dog. Check.
X3. 218. Chop.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They're running it.
One, Omaha.
Jump. Kill.
They go counter with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
40's mine.
12, now, here we go. Hey, exit. 11.
We got it. SOS.
'There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
11.
There's nothing available there for him.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Situation, let's go. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. Hey, 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 hey. Mike 40, Mike 40. Check, check. He's coming, he's coming.
21. Here we go.
Say.
21.
Hey, watch out.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is punished. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Garoppolo now. 1st down throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Best way to go, man.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, box truck.
Check. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. 40's Mike.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Check 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check 3.
Garoppolo again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Tevin Coleman. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Wait.
3 down.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They run again with Breida. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
21. Here we go.
Snap comes in 1. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. An Interception, return for a Lions touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid movement?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
21.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
21. Hey, gun.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
13. I got this. Shift.
Now they try the right side here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
12.
Out. Check 37.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's got room. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Here we go.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Hey, gun.
They run with Breida. And he'll he'll get this one down to about the 17. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or...
Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
White. Check 9, check 9. I got you.
Now a handoff looking right. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Hey, gun.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check. Mike, 53, Mike. It's our time.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're 1 play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Now a toss going left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Let's go, baby.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Tackled by the Temple Owl, Julian Taylor.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
On the double.
Check right 54. Right 54. On deck.
On 2nd and 9. Falk. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Ready. 60 yards.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And across the chalk into the end zone.
Let me see something. Make a lot of sense. Oh yeah, 99, 99, 99, Olaf, 95, 97, 90, 90, 93. Make a lot of sense now.
It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They run it with Breida. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 3.
Hey, stand up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way down to the 5. A big run there by Johnson. 59 yards for him on the ground. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Watch the flood, watch the flood,
On second down, a run with Breida. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Niners on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 26, check 26. Show it up, show it up.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they get a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Shoot, shoot.
Check, 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 check.
Shoot, 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 shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
That is caught inside the 5. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Switch, switch. Hey, switch gears.
I got you, I got you.
Shoot, 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 shoot.
Go ahead, go ahead.
It's Coleman here. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Shoot, shoot.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, gun, gun. Hey, come on, come on, come on.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check, check for you.
I got you, I got you.
They'll try to run this one in, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I'm coming for you. You must
On 1st and 10, Falk. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
Set, 50, plant.
57.
Just the demon gods.
Better bring. Let me know.
Who's the God in me?
Open man is Galladay, complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Now Falk. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Who's the God
Falk
in
looks to
me?
throw.
He's the
And
God
he'll get
in me.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
He's the God in
Kenny
me.
Galladay, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. From the gun, Falk, and he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
11.
Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Soup.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
21. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up. He's coming. We got double up. Back.
On first down, McKinnon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
You want a 50-pounder to come scream, he'll stick them in all. You don't fumble.
Here we go. Nick. Fresno. 25. Check 25.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. They run it with Breida. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Shoot.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Play action. It's full. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Screen, baby, screen.
Now here's Fall.
Whole team.
He's going to let it fly.
Baby, screen.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Complete to Jones. A very solid gain of 27. Operating from the gun. Falk for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Falk. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. J.D. McKissick, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
To throw, Falk. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Hey, gun.
53 is the money. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Now it's Breida. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 57 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this school.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
He on some disrespectful shit.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Disrespectful shit. Like, he really nice, huh?
Set, ready? 8, 3,
kick it.
blue draw, quarter.
He on some disrespectful shit.
Following the penalty,
He
it's
really nice,
Johnson.
huh?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Shit is trash, bro.
$35 and $65. And 28. I have $400 left. See you.